Hey everybody, I still don't have my new laptop yet, but I do have the Samsung Galaxy S3, which is going to allow me to make some videos here and there. I'd like something more stationary. My nerves, I just shake a lot. I'm surprised the camera isn't moving as much as my hands usually shake. But I wanted to address at least a couple issues. I get a lot of messages, and by the way, to anybody who has sent me a message asking this question, I just want to say in advance, even though you don't know what the question is, I'm not judging you, I'm not being judgmental, but I've been getting a lot of emails through YouTube, messages through YouTube, shall I say, where people are like, how do I safely take opiates? And I feel a little conflicted there, because it's like, if I answer, am I helping the person abuse, or am I helping the person stay safe? And I know that there are probably a lot of legal repercussions that can happen from me giving advice like that, but I guess in my heart I'd rather tell somebody, answer their question and say, well, they say, for example, I weigh this much, I'm this tall, I'm already on this medicine, I take this drug, I drink, whatever, and analyze it as much as I can on, the web, and see, just kind of get an idea of what, how to kind of guide them a little bit. I always, say, I have a little, I give a little disclaimer, that says basically, I'm not a doctor, I'm not trying to be a doctor, but you're asking me, and it's kind of putting me on the spot. I mean, do I mind? I kind of do, but like I can't not answer the question, because, like I said, I mean, some of these people are, saying that they're using dangerous amounts of stuff or combinations. So I feel like compelled to answer the question. But for all of you out there, like, really, I mean, my YouTube channel, yeah, I've got a lot of views from a lot of stuff, and I mean, it is what it is, but I mainly started talking on YouTube, uploading my own videos, that is, because of my opiate addiction. I was seeking help when I first did it, and now it's like, with my experiences, I'm giving answers and answering questions about my personal life and what I've done to, overcome it. For everybody who was going to have the question, yes, I am still on Suboxone. There are two types of Suboxone therapies, two. Just so you know, I don't abuse it. I'm on a very low dose. I don't want to disclose any more information than that. But back to my statement, there are two types of Suboxone treatment. Number one is the doctor will put you on it and wean you down and you stay off. And then number two is what they call maintenance therapy, which is the most common, because it's a long-term thing. Like, I've been on it for probably 5 years, but of course when I started off I was on an extremely high dose, and now I've come down to a lower dose. Sometimes I don't even need it for maybe 2 days, but yes, I'm addicted to it. Yes, Suboxone is addictive, and you have to taper off of it like everything else. But the doctor did an MRI on my brain and actually saw that somehow they can see if your brain has been affected in a permanent manner, as to which you can be diagnosed with chronic opioid dependence. In other words, your brain has been changed in such a way that it's no longer normal until you have some type of opioid in your system. Do I plan to be on Suboxone forever? That's another question I get to. No. Do I have a plan? Some people say, where do you see yourself 5 years from now, or 10 years from now? I don't know where I'm going to see myself 10 hours from now. The best thing I can say that I'm doing is I'm just listening to the doctor's advice. I'm not abusing any medications. I mean, I guess according to the state of Virginia, I'm using illicit drugs, because I'll smoke marijuana when I have horrible back pain, or, well, that's basically it, really. I mean, I'm not much of a drinker. If I do, I have a couple beers, or maybe at the most 10 or 12, but that's if somebody else is over. I don't just sit here and drink. But I mean, pot really does help. I mean, you know, there's a lot of skeptics and there's a lot of people that are going to say I'm just trying to do it for the high. And addressing that, I want to let you know that from a user's point of view, yeah, it does help with the pain, and that's why I started, you know, taking people's advice. Use marijuana. It really helped me with my pain, so you should try it. So I did try it, and yes, it did help a lot. So, I mean, I guess what I have to say is that, yeah, you know, you guys are going to say people are using it as an excuse to get high. I'll admit, yes, I love the high. I love the feeling. But it's not the reason I do it. It's, you know, I don't smoke every day. I smoke when pain has gotten to the point where I can no longer stand it, and no medication can help. But see, that's the thing, like, medications are limited when you're in Suboxone treatment. I cannot take hydrocodone, oxycodone, morphine, hydromorphone, fentanyl, oxymorphone. I mean, you name it, I cannot take it because I'm on Suboxone. Even if I did take it, it wouldn't work. And if I got prescriptions for it, I'd be kicked out of the program, and I would be a huge fraud to my insurance company because Suboxone is expensive as hell. In short, yes, I really am trying to help myself, and I really am trying to help others. So, as far as questions go, shoot, blow my inbox up, don't care. But if you're going to ask me about use, please think twice about it and understand that I am not a doctor. And any response that you get from me is simply going to be on what I've read up in medical journals and my personal experience. But the bottom line is, I don't suggest it at all. I don't think the use is justified recreationally, no matter what. If you want to get a high, have some social drinks or smoke some pot, is what I gotta say. It's just really not worth it. But you guys take care, and I'll be uploading more. But one thing I wanted to do is more like a Q&A. So you can either comment on the video or shoot me a direct message, and I'll try to take as many of them as I can and answer questions. Because I have gotten a lot of questions, but the questions seem to be repetitive. So if you would leave in a comment a question or shoot me a message in the form of a question or your situation, I'd like to address a broader audience about the questions that I see that are repetitive, that I get on a day-to-day basis. Other than that, life's going well. I'm really happy. And yes, I know there's a huge zit on the front of my nose. Don't judge. Don't be a hater. And I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.